This is the story of the Traitor Queen, former ruler of the Ares Empire and wife to the Grand King. Her betrayal shook the lands in unimaginable ways, leaving a scar across the empire's history. In the beginning, there was only one, the Grand King, who ruled the lands and watched the mortals roam. After what seemed like an eternity alone, the king, henceforth known as Chroma, thought it high time he took a wife. So he created one. He modeled her after himself, building her to be his equal and granting her a name, Ureaol. For a time they were happy, living among their palace walls, laughing and singing, until they decided it was time to make an heir. Chroma wanted a son, one that could rival his power and surpass him someday. Ureaol did not care for the gender of the child, only that they were healthy. When their first clutch hatched, Ureaol was ecstatic, 2 healthy daughters, brimming with joy and power. But Chroma had wanted a son. He deemed their daughters, full of the power he believed only a male should have, unacceptable, and banished them immediately. He did not care for Ureaol's devastation, only demanded that she produce him a proper heir, a son with the gifts their daughters had. But she could not. Litter after litter, their pups were thrown from the palace, never to be seen again, until one day Ureaol snapped. She cursed at the king, roaring her hatred and grief, before ultimately attacking him, tearing a gash into the side of his face and leaving him disfigured. In his rage, the king retaliated, tearing the wings from her body and throwing her off of the edge of the island their palace rested on, leaving her to fall to her death, or at least he presumed. Waiting for her on the rocky cliffs below was an entity she had never seen. Through the haze of her pain and grief, the entity offered her one thing: "Take my hand and you shall see your children again." When Ureaol awoke, she was in a place like she had never seen, surrounded by glowing crystal and wavering gateways. She found the entity beside her, guiding her to look through the portal closest to her. And she saw them, her 3 youngest pups, playing in a field of flowers, looking like they had never died at all. "You have 2 options," the entity spoke. "Live with them in peace, or come back to the land of the living with your oldest few to put the Chroma in his place." The answer came easily to Ureaol. She chose to return, reuniting with her eldest few. They were warped, disfigured, and so was she, but they still brimmed with the celestial power of their heritage. Since that fateful day, Ureaol has spent her eternity tormenting her former husband, haunting him with dreams of the pup she had so carelessly thrown away. In her spare time, she sought out the souls of the forgotten, children of all species who met an untimely end, and shepherded them into their peace.